Alright, what's up, Dragon Brew? Today we're going to be having some fun with our Selesnya Landfall token pile. We just call this Fast and Furious, but this is the 4th version of it, so we actually have to title this one Fast and Furious. I don't know, they use weird title names for that series. But anyway, let's talk about the deck. I feel like that joke only goes over if you're a regular and you know, but basically we called the first one Fast and the Furious, and like now every version we're just naming after the movies. But anyway, we're starting with some Llanowar Elves because, you know, mana. And then we have a couple of Get Lost for some removal, and Badger Mole Cubs, because we do need the mana on this list. We have some Intrepid Paleontologists, again for the mana, but also to get rid of stuff in graveyards. Johnny is one of the new cards that makes the cut here in this version. And we have some Caretaker's Talent, so we can get a few cards and, you know, pump up some of those tokens. Archdruid's Charm. This is one you don't see a lot, but it is going to double as removal in here while also letting us go find land or any of our key pieces. We have Earthbender Ascension, obviously good for landfall stuff. Felidar Retreat, so if we're just making extra lands, this is going to get us a bunch of extra bodies, or just pump up our team. The Earth King made it into the last version and carries over to this one, so it is actually a big 4/4 that potentially lets us get extra lands and extra bodies if we have something like Felidar Retreat out. Elspeth Stormslayer, obviously just good in general. Making tokens, giving yourself flying. Exalted Sunborn being a little bit of lifelink action, but also letting us double up all those tokens. Overlord of the Hauntwoods being more mana and actually creating a token, which is relevant for several cards in the deck. And nothing's too special with the lands, but we are playing one copy of Adagio, so we could copy any of our enchantments that we see fit. Now, you know what I'm going to tell you here? If you're thinking about buying Magic cards, go over to Tales of Adventure, because you can save 5%. All you got to do is use my code. Go to toamagic.com, put in DRAGN, and you'll get to save your money, and you'll be supporting the channel, and I appreciate you for it. But business out the way, let's go see if this new version is still just as fast and just as furious. Ooh, this is... I'm going to keep it, but I don't think this is that good. I mean, we do have an early removal, and then we can just play Overlord if we need to, so that's something. And mostly we do have access to get the white mana. That was the other important key here. They're going to opt. Alright. Assuming this is like lessons or something here. But I don't know that to be true. Would you like to counter this? I mean, I guess it wouldn't be lessons because they don't... Too many of those don't play opt, I don't think. But I'm sure they have something else here, so we'll see. No, they didn't play anything. Sleight of hand? Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. I got no idea what we're looking at here. Okay. So we can Llanowar Elf. And then just Overlord? I guess. I mean, the thing is, yeah, let's just do it. Okay, so they're just playing regular spells. This isn't lessons or anything. All right. Winter Night Stories? Sure. Yeah, right now I have zero idea what the opponent's doing. I'm just kind of flying blind here. I mean, I guess we just do the thing, right? I'm going to hold the land just in case we get a landfall thing. I mean, I would be able to get lost on their turn potentially, but I don't think that's going to be relevant. That's kind of fun. So we attack, you make us pick up our dudes, maybe? Oh, you're an Eddie Mark Crab deck. That's interesting. Okay, so I think the plan here is just make them counter, and then we kill a crab anyway. Sure. So they're not... Huh. Okay, so that one's still gonna go away. So I think we play the land here just in case they have something that makes us pay 2 more. And then we'll just get rid of that. I mean, I guess they could have spell... I was about to say I guess they could have spell pierce, but we just pay for it anyway. And we get a couple of points of life, which is good. And then we get a 6/5. Alright. So we got rid of 2 crabs. That's good news. But those decks do have a lot of ways to be a nuisance. I should have seen that coming, too. I've seen other spell decks that are still loading up on crab and stuff these days. Just got a little lucky that I was patient there with the card. Got a little bit of a payoff for our efforts. Yeah. Let you tap some more things, I guess. Oh. Yeah, alright. Then I guess we Badger Mole Cub. Great. Alright. I mean, we got a whole force. Yeah, that's ball game. Like, if you're just here on Winter Night Stories, that ain't gonna be enough. Land plus bounce spell still leaves at least 11 on the battlefield, no matter how you do it. Well, they do have some lessons. Well, Earth King's cute, but I'm just going to attack here and put this away. All right. Not how we thought we were going to win, but we got there. Yeah, that was a really interesting one, too, because it didn't feel like we really did much while the opponent was just kind of doing their thing. But fortunately, I think it was the charm that actually helped us out getting rid of another body there. Okay, sure. This isn't totally good or bad. This is kind of just average. The fun thing here, though, is if the elf lives, we do get to play Ascension, and then... Alright, a little surprised that it did live, but I'm here for it. Just turn you into a Deuter, go get a Plains. Alright. Lot of wealth gone. Nice. Love to see that. Hopefully they don't have a way to get rid of it. Oh boy, we have options now. It's kind of like, do we want to search during the opponent's instep is kind of part of this line of questioning. I think I'm just going to attack first, see what the opponent does, and then make a decision. Also having access to 2 lands with the Felidar Retreat already out is kind of big too here. So they're going to the end to get rid of our forests. Actually, I'm kind of okay with that, all things considered. I'll just get another one into play so we just have it. Sure. Then let that go away. They'll get one of these out of my hand. But we kind of have all the mana we need at this point. So now we just get to draw straight up gas. And I've seen that before where people have been like, oh, you should do this thing so you could get rid of all your opponent's stuff or whatever. But like, the reality is that sometimes it's actually better to not get rid of their stuff because you leave them in worse draws. But this is actually good for us. So we're going to go search. We're going to go get a... Ooh, I don't have like an Ouroborite or anything here. I just realized that. I should probably have one of those in here. What's the opponent at? 15, 3, 6, 7, 8. I can make it 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, actually, we just go get this guy. I mean, I guess it could have been either or. If I go get the Earth King, I'd just be putting counters on something and it would all work out anyway, so it's all irrelevant. And then we put counters on everybody. Yep, that'll do it. Okay. This is interesting. So this is one of those hands where I think you lead with Paleontologist. Yeah, Johnny can go. And then we play the Paleontologist. And then we try to get Felidar Retreat down next turn. Though it looks like the opponent is eyeballing our Paleontologist, so that might not be a thing. And away it goes. Nope, just an Ethereal Armor. Alright. Question is, can we move fast enough to not die to that? Oh, that's something. Okay. Then we'll play this, and we're going to hope. Nope. Is it a shelter incoming? Seam Rip. That's actually not terrible. Like, we could have done worse there. We still have a fair amount of options here. Sadly, we didn't get any of our removal spells, though. That was kind of important. So, we can use the Paleontologist to pay green. And then that gets us a land. Which gets us a body. And then if we have to block with Hushwood Verge... I mean, they could just give their creature flying here, though, and then we're just dead. Okay, that's not the worst thing. Definitely been in uglier spots. Oh, they don't have any more 1-mana things. That's good. That is a good bit of information to have. So that comes back now. We get another body. Not what we were looking for, though. Dang. I guess we do this. Actually, we would need to tap this. So we can go get a land. And I think we're just going to pump everything up here, actually. Put counters on everything. Ooh, I could attack here. And then trigger everything again. But it's not really worth it. I was only thinking because they have Vigilance when you put the counters on them. The other tough part is the opponent also knows about our Ajani, so we don't really have that working in our favor at the moment. And we're kind of just hanging around until they get their give a creature flying thing. Alright, that at least worked for the moment. Let's play this. Play this. Make a bunch of dudes. I could also play this and make more dudes. But then I lose the ability to do the Hushword Verge thing. And they have 2, 4, 5 attackers. Yeah, alright. We'll just pass. We get a Hauntwoods back next turn. We get to make a land. Yeah, it's going to be tight. I mean, really, we're just racing against the opponent giving something flying here. It's kind of where we're at. Kind of like if they do, we're wrecked. But they haven't drawn land this whole time. They've just been sitting here, and it's like, ugh, just drawing the goods. Not a lot you can do in those scenarios. You kind of need them to blank at least once. Yeah. And now they're going to get to scry. Though, if they attack with that, we at least would be willing to double block it, I think. Because I don't believe we're in a scenario where just, like, one thing getting through and putting us at, like, 3 or 4 even really matters. I mean, if you're going to do that, you might as well attack with your 9-8 or whatever. It's weird not to. It has first strike. Really? Huh. Okay, that's a weird situation. I mean, this one doesn't have any first strike. I guess we just block like this? I mean, I guess I could double block to kill the other guy. No, we just block like this. This is fine. +1 something. Oh, if I'd have thought about it, I forgot. I would have died from first strike, actually. Well, I guess we could do it this way anyway. So put a counter. Actually, do we do double counters and just save a creature? Yeah, let's just go double counters. But I definitely could have blocked differently had I remembered that. I just wasn't thinking. Okay. Now we're getting into the deep waters a little bit. Johnny could kill the spider if we just want to get rid of a creature. We can do this for sure. Turn you into a duder. Let's go +1 on the bottom trigger, and we'll creatures on the top. Because we're for sure going to be blocking with that at some point. Does a Johnny get rid of the 2/2 or not? Or is just getting the land and attacking more potent here? Because we are attacking with a lot. I mean, you've got... Yeah, I think we just attack here. We give everything... Oh, we actually get other bonuses here. Alright, for sure at least +1. I think we're just going to plus all the way up. And just say, if you got something, you got something. Yep. Yep. Ooh. Man, we got so lucky in that last one. Let's keep it, and let's just use this and go get a plains, probably. Here comes duress. Interesting. Not mad that you took it. Makes it easier for me to go get a plains here now. Alright. And this is kind of like, well, you know I have a badger mole. Do you want to use a removal on a paleontologist? That turn moved real quick. So I'm going to take 2, and I'm just going to gamble here. Maybe they don't have it. Okay, looks like they don't have anything. Play this against a black deck's pretty good. Now we just gotta find some of our land stuff. Wow, opponent, you have nothing here? 1, 2, 3. I can go search for something for 2. I think we just hold. Actually, I need to keep some duders back. So let's do this. Because I got to be able to search. Oh, actually, I did that wrong. Should have left the... Hit them for 1 more and leave the garden back. That was a little silly. The inn? Yeah, we're fine with that. Interesting. If I was worried about it, I could kill my own badger mole cub. But I'm not really worried about it. So, yeah, sure. This is funny. We got hit with the inn twice so far today. And both times I'm kind of just like, yeah, okay. Like, not that worried about it. It's fine. You got it. And then we'll go search. Oh, I can't. I had to do it with the Badger Mole out. My bad. Oh, that's right. This works out anyway. Let's turn you into a dude. And then we will go get a Foresta. And we'll just put a +1 on some things. And go attacking. In the turn. Now the fun part here is, if they sweep the board, our creatures exile and come back. So then we get to trigger all over again. They're going to the end again and probably try to get rid of our lands. Yeah, sure. Like, the best part is they're getting rid of cards we don't really care about right now. It's like making it easier for us to draw into the goods, which is great. Yeah, all right. We're just going to get after it. Play this dude. In the turn. So now I'm not sure we even can lose here, right? Like, you sweep the board, these will come back, we get 2 2/2s, and then I just turn them into 3 3s? Yeah, we'll just... exile Llanowar Elves or something? I don't know. Exile Fable Passages, sure. You got it, fam. Make a dude. Enters tapped. We will make a dude. Yep. You see where this is going. This is sick. Like, we literally didn't even care. Like, they duressed and the ended twice. Getting one of those things was Badger Mole Cub, and the rest of the deck is like, yeah, whatever. We'll just keep making dudes. Do your thing. Gotta love it. Oh, we do like the only tap lands. Alright. This will have to do, I guess. Let's keep it. Ajani will go away. Because, well, we don't have double white. Ooh, there could have been a duress there. That would have sucked. But that feels like they kept a hand with at least some amount of removal. So now I'm kind of hoping for something else to play on this turn, but didn't have it. No, they didn't have it, though. Wow. Do you have it now? No, they still don't. This is crazy. What hand do you keep that you have nothing on turn 1 or 2? But you have instants you can play? Oh, Bitterbloom Bearer. Alright, I guess. Guess they wanted to get that and play more than they wanted to get rid of our Badger Mole Cub, but, you know, such is life, I guess. Oh, I see what you're doing. That's cool. Fun way to gain some life back. Can we get a land here? We did not. So, here's what we're going to do. Make this into a duder. Go get probably the plains here. Put counters on our duders. And attack. Because we get to pump them up and still block. Wow. And no blocks? Oh, we're so getting wrecked here, right? The fact they didn't even, like, chump off with, like, a 1/1 fairy is crazy. Yeah, so when something you have dies, we lose a life? Sure. I was going to say, you might as well attack with a Bitterbloom Bear. You're not doing anything with that. Yeah. Oh, I guess they thought we might actually block with Sephiroth or and then play the Sephiroth or something, but sure. All right. Nope, that's a good turn for them. Now it's just what can we do? 2, 4, 5, 6 mana. Let's see. We could Earthbender Ascension. Let's see. We do that, but then it's not enough. So I guess we play this Earthbender Ascension. Put a counter on. I guess, I mean, doesn't really matter if we make that a 4/4. I don't think. Might as well just turn another creature into a guy. It might matter. Put counters. I mean, I assume we die next turn, or the following turn, but got to give ourselves a fighting chance, you know? Alright. Opponent goes to 10, we go to 13. Actually, no, they go to 11, we go to 12. Okay. Alright. Are we dead? That's a good way to kill us. Man, we just needed one more turn, too. Oh, you know what? No, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I was thinking I could have Earth King Dissension. But yeah, you just sack stuff here and we die, opponent. Wait. Why did you not just sack all your stuff? We're supposed to be dead here. Like, what are they doing? Like, we are 100% supposed to not be alive in this game. Like, this is silly. Yeah, we're supposed to just be dead. I don't know what they're doing. Can't keep this one. Alright, this we can work with at least. Hopefully we don't get hit with an early duress. Alright. This is kind of interesting. I'm almost tempted. Well, never mind. I was about to say I'm almost tempted to play an Earthbender Ascension here, but this is obviously more important. All right. Now we need to start making lots and lots of bodies. Okay, Paw Patch recruits. That's on the lesser side of concerning, so that's great. Let's just play this and make a 2/2. No attacks. Ouroboros. Alright, well, we have one turn before this gets real bad. Oh, never mind. Can we pump a creature big enough? We could make this into a 2, put a counter. Yeah, alright. That's a thing we could do, I guess. Yeah, alright. It's not pretty. But it's a thing. Make another 2/2. And then yep. No attacks. We did what we could. It's not pretty, but it's a thing. It looks like this is just more mono green aggro than it is like a landfall deck, but it could be a mix of both. Could be like +1/+1 counters or something. All right, and they do have access to 5 mana right now. A land, please. All right. One thing you could get double lands. That was great. Okay, let's do this. And let's go counters. Actually, I'm just going to go counters. Let's just go big. And just say, if you want to fight, let's fight. All right. I think we held on. They have 7 mana, so we can't get overrun with the Crater Hoof here. All right, cool. We'll keep it. Is this the first time we've drawn Elspeth today? I feel like that is correct. Uh-oh. This is going to be a spot where we're going to be wishing we were on the play. Maybe we'll get something we can play here alongside the Badger Mole Cub. That would be nice. Because if we can get to Elspeth, then we can at least make a bunch of blockers against whatever they're doing. Yeah, there's some black mana, so it looks like we might get one shot with... Oh, interesting. I've only seen this played in some Delirium version, but this could... I don't know what's happening right now. And that's concerning. I'm just trying to think about how much mana we might need next turn. I guess I'm just going to play this tap since we're not doing anything with the mana. I was thinking about putting the counter on the Fable Passage and getting an extra land, but we already have so many lands in hand. Only downside is, by not doing that, if they get rid of Badger Mole Cub, we can't play either of these. So I probably should have done it. Because having access to 5 is actually pretty key here. High Perfect, more can't. I'll put a counter on this guy for a turn. That doesn't really bother me. Though now, we might want to get rid of High Perfect, more can't. And I'm kind of okay with if our creatures go away here, because we have the mana we need now, which is what's important. Now we just got to find all our other stuff. Our other Planeswalkers, our Felidar retreats, stuff like that. What you got, opponent? That card is so good. Bro, I'm totally going to do that. I hate that I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do it. That card feels too good to leave sitting around, even for a turn or two. Keep the new one. Hey, I'm just respect for the Champions of the Perfect, because that card's so good. We're going to attack. I'm not going to play the Overlord here, because I think we're just going to hard cast it and get the full 6/5. And then try to win the following turn. Yep, you got it. Let's play this. I might just go counters and just fly in here now. And just kind of put them on notice. Like, you're going to have to do something this turn. Yeah, alright. Sure. Man, a lot of non-basics, but at least we only have one that has to be tapped. So we can Paleontologist, Ouroboros, do all kinds of things. They have a shadow. Boy, you are late to the party. Where were you, Mr. Llanowar Elf? So funny, though, that cards like Moonshadow really haven't done anything in any level of competitive play, but you still see it a lot on the ladder. I find that a very kind of interesting situation. Let's go ahead and turn one of these into a creature. We will go get a forest. And then be set up to try to make some blockers and do some things next turn. Oh, opponent's like, nah, I'm going to get these counters off my creatures. So they're really going in on the blight mechanic here. This is kind of fun. Okay. That does change our turn a little bit. I am just going to take 2 here so I can maximize the number of blockers that we have. And then that also makes another land. They're probably going to kill our Overlord. Sure. I don't mind that, though, because that's a win-win for us. If we get a land, that's just as good. So let's just pass. See what the opponent wants to do. They saved their removal. They were very patient. So credit to the opponent. Alright, I'm your Huckleberry. I mean, you're obviously going to remove counters. Turkey gains indestructible. So actually, you know what? Here's what we should do. I have a better idea. What if we just... It has 2 counters on it. You can pay 2 to give something to give it indestructible. Is it from a creature? From that creature. Alright, let's block like this then. I think. And just see what they want to do. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you draw a card and lose a life? Yeah, sure. So no card for you either? Alright, that was a solid scenario for us. We're not mad at that. Wow. Opponent's deck is wild. I'm kind of into it. This is crazy. Ooh, Johnny, we like you. We like you. Let's turn you into a 3/3. So you're a quality blocker. Let's make you into a 3/3. And then pass the turn. Sure. They're going to surveil. Sacrifice when you destroy a non-land permanent. Yeah, sure. Interesting. They got rid of the thing that has the indestructible. That's a little bit surprising. Huh. Alright. That's intriguing.
Danger surrounds us. Stay close.
Do I want to get rid of the Dawnhand Dissonant here? I guess so.
You will harm no one.
Yep. Would you like to break 1 time for me, opponent? That would be appreciated. Just 1 is all I'm asking. What is this thing? This creature has double strike, enters with 2 counters. Alright, so there's all in on the Blight. Interesting. Alright. Guess we gotta do what we can do. They'll get to put a flying counter on their dude or whatever here. So, Johnny, you did your job. Can everybody else hold up now the rest of the way? Answer so far is no. They cannot.
Stand by my side.
Go attacking. In the turn. Alright, there's the double striker. Alright, Johnny's gone. Fair enough. Not mad at that. But we only really have one turn, is the problem here. So I'm going to have to search to increase the odds we can find a removal spell. No, when you get to return a dude. Gross. Well done, opponent. We drew way too many lands, unfortunately. And now I think we're toast. Not even sure what we could draw. Oh, actually, our Lifelink Angel could help here. It's like the only thing, though, I think. Well, that is neither of those things, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, GG's. Alright. Let's try. Mostly because I think this is the first game so far we've drawn one of the Caretaker's talents. And we actually got to keep our elf. Look at that. That's something. Oh, you had a removal spell for the elf, but you were waiting to see if I played a Badger Mole Cub. See? Sometimes we're smarter than the average bear. Alright. What do we get to do here? Play this. Use this. And might as well level this up because we're doing nothing else here. Alright. I'm going to assume Badger Mole Cub doesn't make it. But, oh, Badger Mole Cub did indeed make it. And we have a way to get rid of a room. Look at us. We have all the things right now. I feel overjoyed. Let's go get a Plains. Get us some cards. Or a card, realistically. Alright. And we do a Daja. So we're getting a couple of first-time things in the video. This is great. Fedec Core, sure. That seems to be a thing a lot of people are doing. Like Core plus Broom. Which, you know, is cool. This is the one that draws a card, yeah. I was making sure it wasn't one of the ones that, like, countered a non-creature spell or whatever. Congrats, you did the thing. Gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this. And we're gonna come get it. And you know what? I'm willing to tap at least one of these. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and station two of them. Sure. This is a tough spot for the opponent, because as long as they're not getting rid of Elspeth, we kind of get to keep doing our thing. Yep. Yep. Yeah, all I was going to do here was just plus Elspeth, pump all the tokens, and then attack. So now they have to block, or else they're just going to end up dying, right? So it's just like, put them in an ugly spot there. Yeah, I have to say, this was actually a pretty fun version of this deck. If there's any changes, realistically, I think I like the idea of, one, another get lost. Because I think there were a couple of times where, man, if we just had one more removal we could draw to or whatever, it would have been really nice. So I would like that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut one Ajani, and I'm going to cut one Earth King. And I'm going to make room for an Ouroborid. Mostly because if we can get Ouroborid with Felidar Retreat, it's almost as good anyway and can help in games. So I don't hate that. And then I think this might be where we leave it. I don't think we do too much else. And I'm okay with the one Ouroborid because we can search for him with the Archdruid's Charm. But if you already have Ourborids and you don't have Earth Kings, then go ahead and just play multiple Ourborids. I don't think it's a bad deal. Obviously, some people are like, I want to see new cards in decks. But then you'll have the same people like, you could just play these other cards and the deck would be better. So it's like, whatever, man. Like, we're just trying different stuff. This version of the deck is actually still really fun. Still very good. The previous version was good. Don't expect this to be any different for you. I think there is a world where you could cut an Overlord of the Hauntwoods as well. I mean, since we do have a fair amount of mana stuff and we're able to search for land. So if you want to do that to play another Ouroboros, I think that's a reasonable argument to be made as well. So either way, there's a lot of different ways this deck can go, is what I'm saying. There's a lot of options. Matter of fact, I will probably even cut one. Just put the 2 Ouroboros in there and then let y'all decide how to treat this. Otherwise, you can cut and make the change as you want. Link will be over on Moxfield like it always is, so y'all could download it and try it for yourself. But if you're a fan of this Fast and Furious series, well, this one, or Fast and Furious 4 as they call it, was actually pretty sweet. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time. I'm probably going to go play this deck some more, actually.